phony homies. On today's episode, we discuss Week 11's big injuries, big cuts too. Week 12's waiver wire, ads, drops, studs and duds, and so much more. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Fake Football Guys Show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Campos, and alongside me is my co-host, the one, the only, Dustin D.L. Lingerman. What's up, baby?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great,
all
man.
Right, all right.
Yeah, man. Short week at work. You know, it's going to be a great Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happened in fantasy. I'm good, man. I'm doing really
time
well.
out real quick. What's your favorite
Thanksgiving dish?
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I'm still keto, bro, so I can't enjoy anything.
Damn, dude, you can't skip the holidays.
I did break it for my girlfriend's Friendsgiving, which was awesome. I think I really want some tamales, though. I haven't had any in so long. But, dude, I'm not a big turkey guy, if I'm being honest. I like reheating it and, like, making sandwiches out of it and stuff.
Oh, yeah, like turkey sandwiches?
Yeah.
Like the cranberries?
Dude, that's the move. That's the move.
That's the joint.
I would say probably my favorite Thanksgiving dish is probably the desserts, bro. I'm a dessert guy.
You know, I really like the green bean casserole. Mm-hmm. That's good. I'm a big gravy dude.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I dump it on everything.
On everything, on the turkey and everything. Yeah, turkey's kind of dry, bro.
Yeah.
Right? I've only had one turkey that was like really moist. I know people don't like that word. And it was when we deep fried it once.
Yeah, me too,
dude,
man.
It was
like
fantastic.
you inject it with like some seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
that shit was fire. Let me just tell you. But no, I'm pretty excited. How was your week?
It was good. It was really, really good. All right, you mean fantasy or just in general?
Anything, bro. Anything.
It's good. I mean, you know, I got the kiddos. We're getting excited for Christmas. I know it's Thanksgiving, but they're like really stoked.
Is your tree up?
No.
Okay, what's the rule on when you put your tree up?
Friday.
Yes, after Thanksgiving.
Yep,
after
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Anytime
I appreciate that.
Before that is not good, and anytime after that, you know, you're losing valuable time. Plus,
I'm with you.
Got little kids. Like, what else are we gonna do on Friday?
I'm with you of the week of Thanksgiving too, in case you want to have it up and you're having family over.
Yeah.
I get that too, you know. But that's it though. But
yeah, no, you gotta give it a little dues to Thanksgiving.
I mean, real question is, are you doing any Black Friday shopping?
Amazon. Yeah? That's it. I don't do the lines, and you know what? I actually feel bad because those people have to be at work. Like, think about it. If you work in retail and all of a sudden, like,
dude,
you have to like go to work because some asshole wants to save like 75% off a TV. Like, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's funny you say that? You could get TV so easy now.
Yeah.
But like back in my day, it was really difficult. Dude, you had to fight. You had to. What's the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh man. Fellas.
I know who'll know. Let's introduce the boys. All right. The executive producer of the show, the one and only Andres Valentin. What's up, Andrew?
What's going on, guys? I want to say a happy early Thanksgiving to everybody out there. On behalf of all of us here at the Fake Football Guys, we do appreciate all the watchers, listeners, and the haters as well. So I hope everybody enjoys their turkey and everything. I'll be doing my white person Thanksgiving this Thursday, and then I've got 2 Puerto Rican Thanksgivings on the weekend. So
what's the difference? What's the difference
the white person Thanksgiving is turkey and all that other usual stuff. Yeah, all the usual crap. And then Puerto Ricans are tamales, rice con arroz, and pegao and pig and all kinds of stuff.
I want to come. Can I come?
If I didn't have over 100 family members coming,
Jesus.
I mean, to be honest, you would be one of like 15 white people in there.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Next year.
If I got leftovers, which certainly I will, I may bring them over for you boys.
Yeah, bring that.
You know what we do?
Curious.
One of my friends, my buddy Jet, I know you're probably watching. We always do a plate exchange. So like I'll make a plate of the food that we have at my crib, and then he'll make a plate of the food that they're having at theirs, and then we exchange it that night.
I like that.
By. Yeah, we do a plate exchange. So
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, the sound engineer of the show. We got him in studio, folks. It's a rare appearance. The one and only David Double D Dykstra. What's up, Double D?
How's it going, JC? I just wanted to let you know that keto, really going well for you. You look fantastic.
Right? Thank you.
You look beautiful. Probably the best looking host on YouTube right now.
Wow.
My heart.
Too bad you got to sit next to that troll.
I knew it was coming. just can't help
I'm
himself.
not good at the compliments, so I appreciate that very much.
It's
been a lot of work.
The other one sitting beside you's got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
What
He's doing a good job. You're doing a good
Thank
job
you,
learning,
man.
though. You're
Thank
doing,
you.
Yeah.
Dave, I might accidentally forget to pay you tonight.
Oh.
Second best beard and
Just rubbing it
IMS.
all the way in.
You know?
And then our intern today.
third best beard
Third
in
best
IMS.
beard. Who's got?
Ooh, third.
The second best beard at IMS is sitting in the back.
all right,
TJ.
all right.
What's up, TJ? There it is.
I almost said
Thanks,
TJ Hawkinson. I was
TJ
Hawkinson. I almost said it. I almost did it. but I
TJ
didn't.
Knacker. He's awesome. He's the best. We don't have an intern today, so TJ, you're our intern. So we'll look to you for some answers, I'm sure. What's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? The Jingle All the Way is the freaking movie.
There it is. Wow.
That's right. It hit me. I love that movie. I watch it every year.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm more of a.
You guys watch like Peanuts, Charlie Brown? You guys watch
Wait,
that?
are you talking like
Oh, yeah,
Thanksgiving
absolutely.
movies?
Yeah.
If we're talking Christmas,
Yeah.
I gotta say Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Is definitely up
Great
there.
movie.
That's a classic.
Die Hard, right?
Die Hard. Yeah.
Is Die Hard a Christmas
Yeah,
movie?
absolutely
Is that
is.
confirmed?
Yes.
It is. Yes. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've always had that debate with people, and I just consider it action movie. I don't know if I can put it in the Christmas.
Christmas action movie? Yeah.
It's on Christmas, but
A Christmas Story, like the old school one
Yeah,
that
good
they
movie.
play all day long.
Are
Yeah,
you gonna
it's a
see the
classic.
new one?
Not yet. Is it good? Is it worth it?
I saw the trailer. It's like the Ralphie comes back home kind of thing. Like
I'm tempted.
It looks interesting. It's nostalgia for sure because it's playing on all the old
That's what I was
tropes and everything.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I may go see it.
And then last but not least, It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
I literally go. There's this movie theater in Downers Grove, Illinois.
Yeah.
Called the Tivio.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Well, it's Downers Grove, Illinois. You're right, though. This is a national show, so
Yeah,
my
it's a
apologies.
yeah.
We are all
You know,
across
I
the
got
nation,
it,
so
you know, I'm
go ahead.
trying to be-
Yeah, no, I get it.
People in Europe might be listening.
Anyways, they have a live organ that comes up. There's like this. Big
Oh, yeah,
theater.
I've been to it.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
organ comes up and Santa like playing
Yeah.
the music and you sing along. Dude, you get a little bit. You get some hot chocolate. You put a little whiskey in
Ooh, I
there.
like
and you
it.
bring it in the
Ooh,
theater.
wait a minute. That's a thing?
That's the thing.
Whiskey inside a hot chocolate?
You never had that?
No.
Bro.
They
Dude.
sell that like in a bottle now, like
Yep.
around Christmas time. There's like I forgot what it's called.
I mean, you
can
can go
like
with-
buy it.
You can go with Irish coffee.
Dude, you know what I'm about? If your family makes any coquito this year, I will
Oh.
buy a bottle.
Oh, yeah,
I'll buy a
absolutely.
whole bottle.
I'll talk to.
What is it?
You've never
Coquito.
had it? Oh my
Oh,
god, dude, it's
dude.
amazing.
What is it?
It's like a Puerto
What,
Rican
cinnamon?
like rum eggnog drink, like
Yeah.
they bring around Christmas time.
okay.
It's like
so good.
it's like mine is like old school family recipe, so there's like way too much rum in it.
Oh, I'm
so
signing you up, bro.
I'll talk to my family and see if they can bottle it up.
Yeah, if
'cause-
they do. I have a friend who's Puerto Rican. Her name is Ariel. I'll send her this clip in a moment. If you're making any coquito this year, I will buy a bottle. So
And you
I
know what
love
else? You know what else white people do? I mean, what we do?
Yeah.
We have this thing called apple pie
it. Apple pie shots.
shots.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But
Oh, I've
it's
had
like,
those.
It's like Everclear vodka. It goes down real smooth, but the next morning,
Oh, it hits.
man,
It hits hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll bring some for you guys.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, so we're gonna have
I'm
we're gonna
totally
have
in
a
the
drunk
mood.
fake football, guys. That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
could.
We've talked about
could.
that before.
Good.
Get wasted and get on the show.
Yeah, but
Want to throw a poll up, like favorite, Christmas, like
I'll do it.
food item or whatever? I don't know how you poll it, but you got it. You're the poll master.
maybe
You
we
figure
should
it out.
do. Well, we didn't fight about the Christmas movie, so we can't
No,
really,
we didn't. We didn't. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
There
out.
you
All
go.
right, I'll get
Well,
back to
anyway.
you.
All right, funny homies. As a reminder, you can follow the show all over different social media platforms. On Twitter, you can follow us at.
Tweet FFG.
And if you do have any questions for us, please remember to use the hashtag.
Ask us FFG.
Yeah, we try to keep it uniform. Tweet FFG, ask us FFG.
And
Yeah. And if you want to follow us on an email platform, if you want to send us any kind of emails, we love our email questions. We read them every week. DL, if they want to send us an email, where can they send it?
ask us FFG@gmail.com.
The last way you can reach out to us is voicemail. And we don't have our voice.
What? Even after D like dropped the mic
dropped
on
the mic.
the peeps?
Yeah, you did. People
Wow.
loved that, by the way. Got a
Who
lot of love
wouldn't?
for it last week. But if you do want to call us, you can call me directly at my voicemail. I know. You can leave me that voicemail. DL, where can they call?
Area code 708-655-4508.
It's
And as
not the
always,
same. It's
please
just
be
not the
sure
same.
to like, share, and subscribe. And
Smash!
that notification button. We're on YouTube, IG, Facebook,
Stitcher,
and anywhere that you get your podcast. We're
Yep.
available there. So,
even on Apple Pod.
did we turn on the monetize button yet? I think we should turn it on.
Not yet. See, that's what we care. We care about giving you guys good content for free. We're not one of those assholes that try to charge you for stuff.
Time out. People were asking, how come we don't curse? We can curse. Like, they're totally for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
They said that we're way too we're way too PG. They want us to start cursing.
Well,
so.
you know, like sometimes,
especially how heated some of the arguments get.
Your daughters watch it?
Yeah, they can watch it every time. I'm like,
well,
sorry.
In that case,
sorry, Mrs.
Sorry for all the fucking shit that we're saying.
No, because my little daughter or my 4-year-old will tell my wife every time when I swear, and she's like, "Mommy, Daddy said fuck this shit."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You guys got a change jar?
No.
Oh, okay. For all the cursing.
But a lot of times, what she did, she dropped something. She's like, "Oh God, fucking damn it!" She said it like right,
but
like,
clear.
It made sense.
That's good.
Wonder where she got that from.
I was like, "That's my girl. Don't tell your mom."
All right. Well, enough of the Thanksgiving talk. Let's get right into the fantasy football talk. We got another jam-packed show for you guys this week. Let's go over our Week 10 performances. DL, how did it go? Actually, our Week 11 performances. How did it go for you?
It went okay. I was 1 out of 4.
Oh,
wait, did we win our joint league? I didn't even win.
No, I think we lost. I think we've been on a little bit of losing skid.
Yeah, we really are. It's bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was 1 out of 4. I won the league that I commissioned, which is I was excited because I was been really on a slide there. And then the other 2, I just dropped the ball. I really blame Kadarius Toney.
Yep. A lot of people blame him. We'll take the heat on that one, by the way, for recommending him. Yeah, he got hurt. There's nothing you can do when that happens.
And I know I sent you guys this text earlier in the day on Sunday, but I was playing one of my uncles, Uncle Tomas. There you go, Uncle Tomas. And he literally traded a whole bunch of players just to beat me this week.
Oh, wow.
Like, he even asked me, he's like, "All right, so you want us to talk about this?" I figure, let's talk about it now. He just said that some guy made 0 trades throughout the regular season, then made 4 in the last day. So
just to beat you.
Just to beat me.
Wow.
And I think you want to stick to me on the show. But anyways, he got some good ones. He had Travis Kelce on his team.
Wow.
Justin Fields.
So it all worked out.
Yeah, he beat the brakes off.
Okay,
I think it was like 172 to 80. And this is the 14
Jesus.
week. Yeah. Anyways, to put a bow on it, my studs of the week were Amari Cooper, Jalen Hurts, Baltimore defense. I'm saying defense because we recommended him, and I wanted to stick it to everyone who said, I'm not going after him because they had like 14 points this week. And kicker Brett Maher.
Dude, did he have a ton of points? 20-plus points?
Yeah. He was hitting like 60-yarders. Like, literally, it was Baltimore's defense and Dallas's kicker that helped me get the win.
Wow.
Over Mustache Ride. Suck it, Brian.
Yeah.
You suck.
Well, sometimes that's how it has to go. That sometimes you need that.
He's the one that calls in and said, like, he's helping you to get your solo show.
That's right.
Yeah. Fucking Brian.
Appreciate you, Brian. Thanks.
Dickhead. And then the duds of the week were for me, which I was shocking, Cole Kmet. I thought he was going to eat against Atlanta.
He did have a sick-ass catch.
He did. That one-hander.
One-hander while he was getting hit on the hip.
Wow, I was like, there it is. That's my guy.
Yep.
I already mentioned him, Kadarius Toney, and Brian Robinson Jr. Before, we were actually going back and forth in text, right? Yep. And I was like, I'm going to start Darius Slayton over him, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw another little pop-up that was like, this is going to be his game. You should definitely start him. So I started him, and it was dumb because he didn't do well at all. So I'm a little bit miffed, which goes to show you, trust your gut. And go that route. Don't look for the answer on the interweb.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because you'll find it, and then you'll be mad.
And you won't want that answer sometimes. Yep. But for me, it was a solid week. Not really. I went 5-7. So it's all right. I'm basically the leagues that you hear me saying I'm losing in are the ones that I suck. Dude, I have 1 win in 1 league. So
damn,
it's pretty bad in that league. That's why you don't drink and draft. Don't do it. Don't drink and draft. Don't Drake and drive. Don't do any of that stuff.
Just do it separate.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, separate it. Start getting draft once you have your first 10 rounds, then start drinking.
Call a friend if you're going to drink and draft. They will help you select the right players.
Should be a disclaimer out. Don't drink and draft. We should make a commercial.
We should make a commercial.
Drink and draft. Yeah,
we can definitely do that.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
Considering how much beer gets passed on this show, we definitely need to do something like that.
Tons of it. Also, we're falling off on our bets.
We haven't
made any bets in a while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. Who sings that?
I think Nickelback.
I think it is Nickelback.
It's not.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, no, it's Stain.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's Stained. It's been it's like the only song.
It is Stained.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
He had like a couple of songs, but like they were always like really sad.
That was like his biggest hit, and
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, your heart's broken, whatever kind of song.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be this like tough guy.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't emo. It was literally like this.
He had like the eyebrow piercings, the
Yeah.
double eyebrow piercing stuff.
It's like Limp Bizkit days.
I fucking
Remember those guys?
loved Limp Bizkit.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah. Loved Limp Bizkit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Dude,
I
I'm
would've
jealous. My
hated
brother
you in
got
high
to see him.
It's all about corn.
You would have hated me in high school. I was like the biggest Linkin Park fan you could have ever
Okay,
met.
that's different. Linkin
Like the
Park was
biggest.
good.
Linkin Park was the shit.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit was a bunch of just suburb
Also,
guys
I don't
wearing
get the
a backwards
hate
hat.
for Nickelback. What's with the hate?
Because fuck Nickelback.
Dude, but if a
that's why-
song comes on, I know low-key you're singing it under your breath. I know it.
Here's the thing.
I may be singing in my head.
Yeah.
I think Nickelback is one that people like.
Yeah.
But I think it's because what they're trying to just be the offset of Nirvana, right? Because like.
Are they,
whatever.
though?
I think well, you look at the guy that what's the lead singer's name? I
I don't
can't
know,
even
he's
remember.
Canadian.
Yeah, it's Canadian.
Yeah, but he's like he looks like
Douchebag.
Kurt Cobain and all that stuff.
There's two things in my theory about Nickelback. Number one, they're douchebags. Let's
Okay.
just put it that way.
Okay.
I've
right?
heard the lead singer is like
Just
a
a bunch of
complete
douches.
tool.
Number two, they remind me of like the New England Patriots, right? Because they, when the Patriots were winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl and they got
Yeah.
really big, then it was just cool.
they
to
had all
hate
those
them.
hits.
I think that's what happened is that Nickelback got so big that everybody went with, well, these guys,
Yeah.
I think that's why.
Okay, so we did get some news here.
About what?
One of our fans out here, Robbie Rose, says, "I got the coquito on deck. Let me know."
What, Robbie?
It's one of
Let's
the homies.
go,
so,
man.
Swing through.
If you've never had it, I swear to God,
I'm down.
I swear to God, you want a bottle?
Yeah.
All right, I just told him to send that. I will pay
How
him
big
for
of a
2
bottle?
bottles. It's like a decent sized bottle.
Okay.
Think of like a glass, like a bottle of wine.
It's not a giant thing, but like
So it is like apple pie.
Trust me, no,
Yeah,
dude, it is so much better.
But it tastes better, but it's like that
It's-
kind of.
yeah, and
it's
it looks
smooth,
it's so
creamy.
good, bro. It's coconut flavor. You okay
yeah.
with coconut stuff?
Hell
Fuck,
yeah,
dude,
let's
I'm telling
ride.
you. All right, all right, Broncos.
I'm gonna
country.
need to buy a bottle now. Like when I'm going home, I'm finding whatever store brand I can now.
Okay. And obviously you can't find this stuff in stores. It probably won't taste
I mean, you
good.
probably could, but
But
like
it's
it's not
Probably
gonna
at
be the same.
Benny's. It's
Yeah.
they probably got like the
Yeah.
whatever you call it, the generic brand at
Yeah.
Benny's or something like
You ever
that.
had like family moonshine?
Yeah, that's what apple
Yeah, it's
pie
like
is.
our kind of
Yeah.
Not our. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I love Puerto Rican.
But it's
things.
just a cracker
Oh, shit.
version. We got apple pie.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways.
enough of this fun talk. All right, let's get to the news.
We
DL.
got
Let's
thirsty
go ahead
now.
and start with what's going on in Arizona. Here's
Man,
a lot of information.
You know what? A lot of this news popped up as we were about to come on today. So it was crazy. Well, the first things first, Cardinals have relieved offensive line coach / running game coordinator Sean Kugler? Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, something like
Of
that.
his duties following an incident in Mexico City on Saturday night. So I'm guessing he went and saw the donkey show.
Oh yeah.
He got in some serious heat.
He got something. I didn't know. Andrew, did you hear anything more about this or more
I
details?
don't know the exact details on it, but I did hear that there was an incident. It sounds like they're kind of trying to keep it hush right now. It's going to come out eventually, so once we get the details, we'll let you know. But
Well, yeah, Twitter
if
has
it
a
was
way.
bad, here's the thing. What's his name? Todd Downing. I know we're going to get to him, but if he wasn't fired for the DUI thing,
Yeah.
then this was serious stuff. Like he did something wrong, like clearly.
He did something real wrong.
Yeah. That you don't just get fired just for just nothing.
No, for sure.
If a player does it and they don't get kicked off the team, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. But moving forward on the Rams, too, they actually waived Darnell Henderson Jr.
Daryl. Daryl.
You were saying it right
You
before.
were
I
saying
know.
the
I know.
whole
That's what happens.
pre-show,
You
you
know
were
what?
saying it right.
It's like a kid in my own head, rent free.
It's all right.
Anyways, so
That's crazy.
this motherfucker. Yeah. Like what? Why? Cam Akers? Like that's. I thought. Why?
I don't know.
I just want to know why.
I think Andrew has an interesting take on
does.
why they might have dropped or why they might have cut him. Andrew, what you got?
Well, so my take is I think that part of it is that we were talking about this. They're losing out. Why are we keeping this guy? We don't really want to pay him. We're not gonna. He's probably gonna try to ask for something because he's clearly the top back. I mean, he's probably their best running back. So you're like, well, why would you cut him then? Well, you don't want to pay him, and at the same time, too, I think there's the option out there right now that there's all these running backs coming out of college as well, and you look at them and you say, cheaper, probably better. Nothing against Darrell Henderson, but if anybody knows, Bijan Robinson at Texas.
Yep.
That dude falls into the second round the Rams are going to trade up to go get that guy. Like, there's no doubt that they're going to try and go get the best running back possible to fill out that room. And plus, now you get to see a little bit of what Cam Akers can do, I guess, as well. And if he doesn't, and at this point, if he doesn't do it, if he doesn't work with you, adios, see you later, goodbye, or trade him or whatever.
Good points. No, for sure. And like we've talked about this before, that running backs have that shelf life, right? Yeah. Like it's not like the good old days. There is no cowbell backs. Forget it.
There's very few.
Yeah, it's like Derrick Henry and a handful of other guys, and that's it.
So let's talk about the fantasy implications. If you have Darrell Henderson, do not cut him yet.
No, don't.
Let's wait and see what he lands.
Somebody's picking him up.
Yeah, you have to wait and see because he's going to go on waivers. Somebody's going to put in a claim, and we'll see where he lands.
Texans.
Okay? Yes, yeah, probably. No, I think that. Well,
I'm only saying that as a joke because the Texans pick up everybody that goes on waivers. I said that for Melvin Gordon when he got dropped. I'm saying that now for Darrell Henderson. It's who knows where. Honestly, I don't know where he could go at this point. It's tough.
How about a Bears uniform? The Bears have a pretty high waiver priority. I could see him. I'm not the biggest Treston Ebner fan right now, so I could see him be young, decent second tailback to Montgomery.
All right, yeah, I would say I would totally agree with that, or somewhere where they can. He's going to be an RB2, obviously.
I would say take him like in Seattle, make him a backup.
There you go.
Quick article that came out here by Cameron DeSilva. I just want to give him the credit for it. He asks, why did the Rams waive Darrell Henderson Jr.? And in his article, he says he probably requested for it, and they probably granted his wish. Because as soon as he got cut, Darrell Henderson tweeted out a sunglasses emoji in the prayer hands, so saying thank you, So maybe he wanted out. He only got one touch like a few weeks back, so, I could totally see it.
Yeah, Anyways, moving on to Dallas. Dak Prescott told reporters today that he reached out to free agent Odell Beckham Jr. To let him know how much they wanted him in Dallas for the stretch, for a stretch run. So that's interesting because if you guys remembered, he played for the New York Giants. Wow, caught myself. Giants,
thank God.
Which is their arch rivals. It's like, the Bears, I don't know, like Mooney going over to the Packers.
It's also the other team that he's also talking to is the Giants. He's met with them now and talked with them. So
I hope he goes back to the Giants. That would be dope.
Especially after Wan'Dale Robinson got hurt, it just makes all the sense in the world to go right back there to a team that you're familiar with. Maybe a different playbook, but still.
And they love him.
Oh yeah.
And it actually makes sense for both teams, right? Because Dallas Michael Gallup, it's not working with him. You need, I don't say OBJ is the outside guy anymore, but to swap them in and out to say one's in the slot, one's out wide, that's a perfect combo for Dak. That gives him that extra weapon that he's desperately needing. And for the Giants, that like you said, Wan'Dale's now out. That's one of your big weapons. He's a perfect complement to Slayton. They know each other. They know how to play with each other. And I'm sure Daniel Jones, you didn't really like the situation there, but who's to say that he can't work now with Brian Daboll?
Yep.
That's a totally different situation than Joe Judge.
Oh, God. And on top of that, too, it just adds a wrinkle to the Giants' game. It really
it gives them another element.
Run for it.
Yeah.
Huge run.
Adam Schefter's reporting that a decision is expected to be made after Thanksgiving, shortly after.
Ooh, Christmas comes early.
We're on OBJ watch then.
Yeah, teams that have likely fallen out of the OBJ sweepstakes are the Rams and the Packers. He has narrowed his narrowed his search between the Giants, Chiefs, Bills, and 49ers. I think the Chiefs I think the Chiefs make all the sense in the world. If you're on a maybe prove it deal, you go to a team like that where you're going to get a ton of looks, a team that's depleted at wide receiver. Just makes a lot of sense to me, but we'll see what he does. We'll see where he chooses to go.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, they have a chance of him getting another ring.
He gets another ring. It's another chance for him to get locked into that Hall of Fame status. So.
That's right.
Damn, could you imagine that? Well, I mean, actually, if you look at the bigger picture scope, I mean, you think about his sophomore year with the Giants, he has the catch. Now he's got one ring. He gets another ring, bro. He's in like sin.
Maybe.
Crazy.
I don't know. The numbers.
He's a closer lock with one more.
He's
just
close.
saying. There's a good. He's on the ballot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. The Panthers announced Sam Darnold will get the start as QB in Week 12. So they're benching Baker's dumbass. Thank God. He's so bad.
He sucks, dude.
I literally benched DJ Moore when I heard Baker Mayfield. I was like, oh, well, DJ Moore is done. I'm not starting his ass.
Did y'all see what Steve Smith said about him?
What did he say?
Called him a three-legged donkey.
Who?
Wow.
Steve Smith Sr. He
Said
called
that about who?
Said Baker Mayfield. Called him a three-legged donkey. He was saying something like, "What can you do when you got a three-legged donkey out there playing quarterback?" And I think it's fair to say I think Baker Mayfield's in bust.
Yeah, man,
he's
it
just
just blows
in bust.
that it went from him being like the progressive Browns are going to win the Super Bowl to this guy sucks.
Did you notice they pulled all his commercials? I don't really see him anymore. So.
I don't see him at all.
Dude, I think fame just got to his head. He got so famous so quick after that first year, doing all those progressive commercials.
Well, he had like a stacked team. He had
Yeah.
Odell. He had
That I think
Jarvis
is the problem,
Landry.
though.
No, he had
When you force Odell
Cooper,
Beckham Jr. on him.
Landry.
Yeah.
He had a pretty stacked
He had
receiving
a
core.
stacked team, plus
Yeah.
good running, plus defense.
He
and
just
he
had
still
bad
shit the
management.
bed.
He had bad management up front.
All right,
Anyways.
let's jump over to the Jets. What's going on?
Head coach Robert
Salah.
Thank you. Said he is evaluating everything,
man.
and they aren't committing to Zach Wilson as this week's starter versus those Chicago Bears.
Really quickly, I don't know what's going to happen with Justin Fields. I know the doc will let us know. But how bad do the Jets feel for passing up on Justin Fields? Let's think about it.
What about the other teams too?
I'm just saying, this is one of the teams.
I think the Jets are definitely regretting it now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think if Fields plays, I think it's a giant FU to the Jets.
Now-
He would come back to play for that. Because it's an opportunity to show them, hey, look what you guys missed out
I
on.
mean, okay, the doc. What you're gonna have to ask the doc.
I will ask the doc.
'Cause
I'll ask the doc
see
what he thinks. but
Can I just say how I'm sure you guys saw the news that he apologized to his defense. Kind of funny how he does that after the Cole press conference with Zach Wilson.
I was about to say.
Really interesting, isn't it? How
Yeah.
all of a sudden a press conference from the guy that was in that quarterback draft that supposedly was better than him decides to be like, "Do you think that you let down the defense?" No, I didn't. And immediately just, "Hey guys, my bad. I screwed that one up for you. I'm so sorry." So Zach,
you're
I think
between the lines there. That's good.
I think Zach's suffering from Manziel madness.
something. Maybe
Yeah.
if he was in, boinking
Forgot
moms left
about-
and right, maybe he'd have been a better, football player.
I was about to say, you better be
So-
careful what you say about Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play, non-Power 5 conferences all throughout your career, and then you can't beat the ranked teams in college, maybe something to take into consideration.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, on top of that, even when he was drafted and they were talking, I was like, this guy seems like a douche. Like, he just gives
Yeah.
that, like, D-bag.
He's
like,
got that look.
Yeah,
Garrett
you
Wilson,
just
I
wanna
think,
punch
hates
him.
his guts.
Dude, he's got so much.
Yeah, I saw
talent,
that too, yeah.
Than Fields does. He's got Garrett Wilson to throw to. He's
Yeah.
got Corey Davis to throw.
They got
to,
a
Tyler
stout
Conklin
defense.
to throw to. He's got a decent.
Maybe
defense is
Elijah
good.
Moore was onto something.
Yeah, he's got Elijah Moore. Yeah, dude, you're right.
Maybe
Elijah
he was
Moore
onto something.
did shit on him.
Somebody asked
yeah.
Sauce what he thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about Flacco they actually had a really good passing game.
He's
And
a
then-
good locker room dude. He's not a douchebag.
He's not.
When you're not a douchebag, the team gets behind you.
And when you have a Super Bowl, players respect you. When you have a Super Bowl ring, they
it's like
they
this
respect
guy
you.
knows. I mean, he's made it to the
been
end,
there.
and yeah.
But not to shit on the Jets completely, you did mention Sauce Gardner. I think he's like a top 3 corner.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the league. He's
I think he's the
sure.
best corner in the league.
monster.
I think
I would
the
go as far to say he's
Jets,
best in the league.
the Jets defense is very underrated. Like everyone's like, oh, whatever, it's the Jets.
Dude, Quentin Williams is like a guy now.
yeah,
Jets,
seriously.
and he was like looking like a bust.
I mean, they held the Patriots to 3 points. Like 3 points. Like that's pretty impressive. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. But going down to Detroit, where those Lions are, the Lions have designated rookie wide receiver Jameson Williams to return from the pub list.
The pub, Jameson, and
The pub.
I like it. Do you
Pub.
drink
I
Jameson?
like the
Pup.
pub list a lot better than the pub list.
Yeah.
Pup. Anyways, he's coming back, y'all. And this was like, what, the first round pick for the Detroit
Yeah,
Lions?
he's super talented. Kind of like one of the diminutive receivers that is like a little jitterbug, really fast.
He's tall. He runs like a 4.3 flat. He's a sprinter.
They were high on him.
And he's coming to play with Amon-Ra St. Brown. So look for the Lions offense to probably be more explosive.
Maybe a sneaky stash? Maybe? If you got room?
I would say so.
I would say so. He should
Yeah.
have been on teams prior to we recommended him a few weeks back. Should have been there.
Just saying.
Let's
He's
jump
gonna
over
be
to
great.
Tennessee. What's going on there?
Tennessee's head coach, Mike Vrabel,
Rabel.
that's what I meant, says Todd Downing will remain as the offensive coordinator following the DUI arrest. So he's getting a second shot. Sometimes we make mistakes.
Yeah.
The Broncos, which we talked about, waived Melvin Gordon. So his time in Denver is over. Is that really shocking? No. I'm wishing they would have done it like a year ago so I could actually have a good running back and not have to split carries with Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, that Javonte Williams injury killed me on so many teams.
Me too, dude.
Destroyed me.
Sucks
For Melvin Gordon.
So much.
Solid running back. Just couldn't get over the fumbles.
No, fumbleitis.
Yep.
Last but not least for the news, and we'll wrap this up, Commanders are activating defensive end Chase Young to the 53-man roster after injuring his knee last year.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Andrew.
All right, there we go. I just had one more piece of news I wanted to drop to people because this may actually have possible effects on the rosters. Not now, but in the future. I'm putting this up right now for everybody to see. The NFL Players Association filed a grievance alleging the league and its teams are colluding to avoid offering fully guaranteed contracts to players. So why this could be possibly influential is that this may definitely influence free agents to go to certain teams that are now making offers on fully guaranteed deals or not. So this could change the entire landscape of how NFL teams look because everybody wants to, make their money now more than ever. All thanks a lot to Deshaun Watson signing that fully guaranteed deal with the Browns now because we know Lamar wants it. We know a lot of other guys are looking for that money. So I'm not saying this year, but as we continue on talking about fantasy football, this could mean big changes coming for rosters.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're really kind of taking a page out of the NBA, right? Where the players are
guaranteed money. Whenever you sign, you get the full. That's baseball. Baseball probably has the best,
contracts.
Collective bargaining agreement.
Baseball, basketball, both have fully guguaranteed contracts.
Yep. And then you think about it, it changes everything. I would assume if that passes, salary caps would go down because
it would
NFL,
be a struggle.
Yeah, it's a sport where players get hurt, and you can't afford to lose, star players left and right, and then still pay everybody else if you're fully guaranteeing them the money.
Yeah.
So real quick, the NFL, you cut a player, you can cut him at any time, and the only thing that'll count against you is money that's counting against a dead cap. So basically, when they front load a contract, you get that amount of money, and then that counts against your cap later on. That would be crazy. It would change the entire landscape of the NFL. It's a good get on your end. That's crazy.
Because now you think the Bears have all this money, right? Salary cap. Well, now if that's the case, how are you going to pay guys? Mm-hmm. That becomes a big question. How are you going to fit that money around when you say we have so many needs? So how are we going to distribute out this money perfectly so that everybody gets paid and everybody gets happy? That's hard. That's going to be a hard decision now.
That's tough.
And listen, I say this knowing that we've been fighting about all this stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, this is something you now have to think about if this goes through, if this becomes a bigger issue now.
Now is okay.
It changes a lot. It could alter the contract that the Bears decide to give Justin Fields. It alters a ton, and maybe they decide, we see this coming. Let's offer him a deal right now before the auto guarantee happens. So. Yeah, it does affect a lot of the way that these deals will be handled. It's going to be interesting to see how that develops. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the fantasy football injuries. All righty, the doc is in the house. Doc, I think he's flown in from. Well, let's let the doc tell you where he's flying in from. Doc, how's it going? How you been? You ready for this Thanksgiving?
I'm very thankful, Giancarlo. Of all of you guys except for Andrew, who said I wasn't a part of the show last week.
Huh. Interesting.
Fuck you, Andrew.
Oh, damn.
Wow, doctor.
There we go, Doc.
I didn't know that you could use such language.
Yeah, Doc. I don't know how
it's been a rough week.
I thought you were a professional.
Yeah, it's been a rough week.
Your
very rough.
I get that
Doc.
vibe. Jeez.
That's how bad my week's been. College mess up. Okay.
All right, Doc. Fantastic. Well, where are you flying in from, Doc?
I am flying in from Tallahassee.
Oh, nice. Well, that means you were hanging out over there. You saw some of the injuries that happened.
Yeah. I was, thought I'd hang out and, hang out with my boys.
Mm. Well, welcome back. I know you only give us about 10 minutes of your time before.
Yes, I do. I got a lot of stuff to do, mainly drinking. Yeah. So we're going to get right into it in Atlanta. The Falcons have placed tight end Kyle Pitts on IR.
Why, Doc?
Well, he had a knee injury. It's believed that he suffered a torn MCL that would require surgery. And he has a shot to come back, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. I don't know why he would come back even after the surgery. Might as well just put an end to this dismal season and, give some relief to some of those Kyle Pitts managers.
Oh, dang, Doc. Now you're giving out fantasy advice. I love it. All right, Doc, what's going on?
You guys are rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
You guys are rubbing off.
Yeah, I know you watch the show all the time. Why don't you subscribe, Doc?
Just my section. In New York, the Giants wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson tore his ACL versus the Lions, and it is considered season-ending.
That sucks. What's the usual time frame on that? It's about a year?
It's about a year, depending on... It's not so much of like the surgery and the rehab that's the issue. It's the mental game, my friend. The mental game.
You must know a lot of sports psychologists, Doc.
I do. I'm getting my PhD in that as well.
Oh, dang.
If you got those woes, let me know.
Oh, interesting. All right, Doc, what's going on in Arizona?
Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Rondale Moore injured his balls or his groin, and now he's considered day-to-day.
Oh, interesting. Day-to-day. So he might play this week.
Day-to-day. Yeah. It just all depends on how much of an actual, issue is going on down below. But sometimes you just need to give it a good stretch and a yank, and you're good to go.
A stretch and a yank to the groin. All right.
Yep.
Well. All right.
Is that the new phrase for the day?
That's it.
Stretch and
not a dog finding like whatever.
Sun shines on a dog's ass every
yeah, that's not that one.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Stretch and a yank.
Sun's
all right.
never coming out on this show.
Well, I don't
Anyways.
know. I don't know if this next guy can stretch and yank himself to play on the field, but Justin Fields. What's going on with Justin Fields in Chicago?
This is super, super bad for the franchise quarterback of the Chicago Bears. We got a real game changer, one that can really just put the game on his back and change things. Justin Fields. He suffered a left non-throwing shoulder dislocation during Sunday's loss to the Falcons. So he's questionable play against the Jets. This is something to monitor because honestly, I was talking to Justin, and he's a tough SOB.
He is.
After getting hit again, game after game, he usually gets back up. So I would say 50-50 he plays against the Jets. However, it's kind of a long shot. I'm not going to sugarcoat it there. Yeah.
If you were a betting man, what would you think? He plays or he doesn't play?
I'm gonna go with he plays because I think it's gonna be a revenge game, like you mentioned.
Oh,
revenge.
Well, you must have been watching as you were flying in, huh?
I was.
Fantastic.
I get updates from TJ back there.
All right, cool.
Anyways, going down to Cincinnati, Bengals running back Joe Mixon is under evaluation for a head injury, or as I like to call it, a concussion. He's in the NFL concussion protocol.
Are you going to go check him out and see if he's good to go? Run some tests?
Yeah, I already know. I already did some tests. I'm going to go with his day-to-day 50-50 chance that he plays.
All right. All right. Another guy that was hurt in Dallas, Micah Parsons. What's going on with linebacker Micah Parsons?
He's dealing with a knee and ankle injury, so he's got a double doozy right there.
Okay.
But my best friend Jerry Jones said he's expected him to be available for Thursday's game against the Giants. Now, this would be particularly quick turnaround time for that type of injury, if you ask me. It's not like a high ankle sprain. It's nothing diagnosed as that, but I mean,
can I ask you a question? Is your boy Jerry Jones also a doctor? Because he seems to always, speed up how quickly his players will come back. The doctor's safe.
He's not.
Okay.
No, he's not. He just, he's a real fan of his own team.
What's your team?
I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
Oh, nice, Doc.
Yeah. I like to stay loyal to teams. I don't like to jump ship and jump bandwagons. I know last year the Bengals were doing well, and all of a sudden, who dey, right? Am I right, Andrew?
They're 6-4, so I don't know.
I'm sorry.
They're 6-4.
I'm sorry. What?
All right, Doc. This is don't want you to get in trouble.
Sue you for malpractice.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
You and everyone else get in line.
Where's your degree at? I believe from what I saw last time, it was from Guadalajara. So.
Yeah, you're right. Guadalajara, you.
All right. What's going on with running back Ezekiel Elliott, Doc?
Running back Ezekiel Elliott is also dealing with a knee injury and was listed as limited participant on Monday's injury report.
He had a good game last week.
He
scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he
I'll
did,
take the
but
2 TDs.
Yeah, I'd actually be more excited about the other fine gentleman in
Tony
the backfield.
Pollard?
Yes,
Yeah, you're right.
I like him.
Right.
Moving over to Denver Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy. I spoke with Coach Nathaniel Hackett, which he's a hack. He said on Tuesday that Judy's ankle remains day-to-day, but the Broncos are hopeful the wideout will be back this week.
Oh.
So, I think he's full of shit. I think.
You don't think he plays?
I don't think he plays. I'm going to say it.
And if he does play, would you start him?
Yes.
Okay. I would not.
Okay.
Right,
well,
Doc.
that's why they pay you
The small bucks.
and they pay me to read stuff. Also in Denver, running back Chase Edmonds has a high ankle sprain. And quote unquote, I feel it's going to be a lot of time that he's going to be missing as he deals with this. So if you had him, you may want to pivot or stick around to their waivers.
Yeah,
Like
well,
what I
you
did
know,
there?
yeah. Thanks
What I
for the
did there?
plug there, Doc. I love
You're
your spelling
welcome.
on this script, by the way. What's going on for the Kansas City Chiefs? What's going on there, Doc?
I didn't type this. I don't know what you're talking about.
okay.
All right. Kansas City Chiefs running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire sustained a high ankle sprain.
Another?
It seems like this year has been really I think last year was hammies, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. A lot of hamstrings. This year it's high ankle sprain. It's crazy. He sprained it Sunday night against the Chargers. It is going to be, the high ankle sprains are day to day. I think he's going to be doubtful to start, to be perfectly honest. So that Isaiah Pacheco,
Yep.
I think is going to be, if you grabbed him last week, you were a genius. Absolute genius. Because I think he's going to have a great day. So, on the other side of Los Angeles, the Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams, Coach Brandon Staley indicated Monday that Williams kind of had a re-aggravation of his previous ankle issue Sunday night against the Chiefs, but added it was not a significant re-injury. Reading through this bullshit, his ankle's still sore and he probably shouldn't have played. Probably should have just left him where he's at so he could actually feel better. That's what I told him.
Great analysis, Doc.
Thank you. Last, not least, Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. After undergoing further tests Monday, the Rams has yet to play Stafford in the NFL concussion protocol, which is interesting, wouldn't you say?
It is.
Wonder why they didn't do that yet. But that's all I had. That's all I got. So I'd like to thank everyone here except for you, Andrew. You sick son of a bitch. But I had a great time, but I got to go.
What the fuck did I do?
You know what you did. You said I wasn't a part of the show. And you said that you weren't going to pay me.
What did I say? I wasn't going to pay you.
Watch it back. Roll back the tape.
Doc, you do know that we actually don't give you money. We just give you like gift cards for like watches and like fancy dinners here.
Hey, I'll count that.
You
It's
probably
a tax
don't
write-off.
even check your mail.
It's a tax write-off.
All right. I did look at these high ankle sprains, and it looks like both of them occurred on artificial turf. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the Giants and the Jets have already said they're going to switch to the grassy turf now.
A lot of teams are.
Yeah.
16 teams have natural grass.
Wow, that's half the league.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Interesting.
I wonder what the correlation is between like real grass and like.
I'm not a grass
Doc,
expert.
I thought you were doing a study, Doc.
I was doing a study on grass, but not that kind of grass.
I see what you did there. See what you did
Tis the
there.
season. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Probably
all right,
can
Doc,
sign
we're,
prescriptions, so.
Real quick, Doc, where are you going to spend your Thanksgiving? If you don't got a place, you could have it in my place if you want.
No, I got friends in high places. I'm going to Malibu, California.
With who? Just give me one name. I know it's a group, but just one. Just one.
One name?
Who's going to be there? Come on, Doc.
One name? One?
Just one.
Kanye.
No, I don't hang out with that mother.
Oh, okay.
Not
But who?
Antonio.
We are on
come
the outs. Every time I say something controversy on this show, every time I watch it back, I'm like, ooh.
Shouldn't have said that. But there's a picture on your Instagram, Doc, of you and Kanye.
Yeah, that's before he went crazy.
Okay. Well, that's
Now
fair.
he just.
That's fair. But who are you going to hang out with, Doc? Just give us one name.
Well, I'm going to be hanging out with Kim.
Okay, well.
I'm consoling her.
All right. Doc,
She's had it rough.
Thank you so much for your analysis, Doc. We
now she's gonna go through me.
appreciate you very much. We'll catch you next week, Doc. It'll be fun and fantastic.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much for that information. All right, we will get to our waivers after these brief messages.
But I saw Dalton Schultz.
Yep.
He's 4% rostered. I'm horrible with naming guys. Please make fun of me on Twitter. It's okay. I'm used to it. My stud of this week is Cordell Patterson. I'm going to eat some crow here. I was wrong about Cordell Patterson.
Bruh.
Since we were talking about the New England backfield, Ramond Stevenson, the running back for New England Patriots. Rashad Penny.
Alrighty, welcome back. It's been a fantastic show, a very jam-packed one, and one that's pretty festive, I'd say. Should we have dressed up like?
That's Thanksgiving. That's why I wore the, kind of comfy.
Yeah,
but,
I thought I was going for like.
Yeah, you're fine.
Whatever, I appreciate
like you're actually going somewhere nice. I'm just hanging out at my home, eating some turkey, watching some football.
I'm not going anywhere nice. Spending with the fam. Nothing crazy. Then I'm going over to my cousin's. He's having like a shindig. That one's gonna be a fun time. Lots of stuff going down there.
I remember those days.
What do you mean you remember those days?
Can't do that anymore, JC.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
I can't. I got 2 little girls I'm responsible for, and they wake up at the crack of dawn. So it sucks.
It does.
You know what it's like to change a poopy diaper when you're hungover?
Nope, I do not.
And it's just like
not when you're
half
hungover.
awake.
And that was before you even had kids.
Let's get through the waivers.
This guy. Oh.
Alrighty, well.
Okay.
We finally did
it.
Good.
Finally do it.
We finally do it right.
It's funny. Let me just give the people what they need to see. I have this little screen, and this is what I go off of, and there's a 15-second delay.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what's happening.
I don't even know if we're on right now.
I don't even know. Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, we are. Okay. Great.
We're on.
It's
the
great.
one time we actually do it, or one time JC pauses.
I did it. I paused.
Doesn't mess it up. We got poopy pants over here. We can't hit the right button.
No, I mean, I think he hit the right button.
We're going to call you a deucer.
I was ready.
He was ready.
I just heard talking all of a sudden in the back, and I was just like, oh, man.
You just got to key me in when we're back.
I got you. Yeah. Unfortunately, technology has not been our best friend.
No, it hasn't.
So
yeah, if you guys
we apologize, everybody. We do
The
apologize.
system that Andrew's using is probably like 20 years old, so.
Not that old, but it's pushing 10 at least.
Yeah.
And
it like overheats and stuff. So.
It does. You got fans back there.
This thing is hot. Let me tell you. I could probably cook like half an egg on it right now.
There you go.
Whoa.
So
Not the full.
Not the full, just half.
Just half.
Half the egg.
Just the white part. The yolk is still.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's get to the waivers. We'll start off at running back. The running back that we've been recommending for people to add everywhere for a few weeks now has been Isaiah Pacheco.
I'm really excited about this guy.
Me too.
Stoked about him.
Yeah, he's 38% rostered. Why are we recommending him?
The main reason why is CDH is obviously dealing with a high ankle sprain, right? We heard from the doc. And he just fits their system so well. I mean, if you were watching last week, he carried for 15 carries for 107 yards. That's 7.1 yards per carry.
That's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
Nice. Good production.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to remember, too, that obviously in Kansas City, they throw a lot. So they're set up in zone. Like if you watch football, it's either man-to-man or zone. And a lot of times they're going to go deep zones because they're waiting for him, to go over the top. And you pitch it off to this little guy.
Yep.
Whew.
No, he's a good runner. We've been saying it for a few weeks now that he just pops on tape. Real quick, I do want to also just throw in, we should keep our eyes on Jerick McKinnon.
Yes,
he still
absolutely.
has a role on this team.
Not saying he's out.
Yeah, he's not out. I don't know how I feel about starting him in any kind of position. If you're absolutely having to, then
deep
do what you got to do. but he's a good stash. Maybe. If for any reason Pacheco were to go down, Jerick McKinnon could also get a good amount of work. The next running back we're going to recommend is James Cook, who is 15% rostered.
Weird.
Yeah.
We drafted him. I drafted him.
Remember when we talked about cutting him? Yeah. I mean, he had a career high 86 rushing yards this past week on 11 carries. So he actually had more yards per carry than Isaiah Pacheco. Doesn't mean he's better. We're just saying he was he's progressing. A little more. I just got it done. Honestly, I'm not in love with James Cook, but he's had 13 plus snaps, 4 straight games. So it seems like they're starting to implement him, starting to give him touches and give him,
Have they even played Nyheim Hines at all?
Nope.
What? Okay. Well, maybe they just got him for insurance purposes.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen him once watching the Bills.
That's kind of weird. You think that they would, put together
split him out wide
plays.
Or something. I thought they were going to use him like James White does for the Patriots.
That would have been a good way.
He's a solid receiving option. I don't understand why he's not getting used.
I don't know, but here's what we'll say about James Cook really quickly. I don't know how I feel about starting him yet.
I wouldn't start him yet.
Stash him.
Yeah.
Because there's a possibility that he gets work down the stretch in the season, like playoff time when you're in the playoffs.
I was just about to say because it really and now you're seeing it happen. Mm-hmm. More and more players are starting to get really banged up. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, a lot of it, it's season ending. It's that's it. So there's a lot of players dealing with injuries and they're still kind of playing. Are you injured or are you hurt? Mm-hmm. They're dealing with the hurt part. But I wouldn't be shocked if I don't wish injury on anyone, but Singletary has been taking the ball a lot and he's not the biggest back. Yeah. So this might be a sneaky stash.
Buffalo makes a lot of sense for Darrell Henderson going there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Makes a lot of sense. So keep an eye out.
That's actually a pretty good move. I mean, right now their running game is their biggest issue. Stack the running backs as much as you can to make a run in the playoffs to get all that pressure off of Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need a good and Darrell Henderson is that guy. He's like a wrecking ball. He just goes boom right for it. Versus because these even James Cook's a smaller back. He's not really. He's more shifty versus he runs down.
Kind of like Singletary. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of Darrell Henderson, we'll jump over to Cam Akers, who is 33% roster deal. Why are we recommending Cam Akers?
I threw him up here just basically because hearing the news about Darrell Henderson Jr. just getting sent to waivers, looks like Cam is next in line. Which is kind of shocking considered all the dramatics that happened all year, right? Mm-hmm. They benched him. He was a healthy scratch. Been complaining a lot. He's been dealing with Achilles injury as well too. So, but he is instantaneously a RB2 option. I want to go as far as RB1, but he's there. If you're really struggling at that position, he might be worth putting on your bench or even starting this week. So really, he led the backfield with 14 carries and 61 rushing yards. Last week was really his first decent game. Of course, it's worthy to note that Kyren Williams led the running back room by playing 55% of the snaps. Mm-hmm. So the only reason why I put Akers ahead of him is just simply because Kyren Williams is still kind of, I would say, ramping up to take over the backfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be his probably
soon.
In another 2 weeks.
Very soon.
Yeah, but he still has appeal. Cam Akers does. Just running backs are recommending. It's slim pickings these days.
It is.
So here we are.
If you're this deep into the league and you're hurting for running back, we're hoping you're still in playoff mode, but this guy might put you over. Anyways.
Speaking of slim pickings, the next running back we're going to recommend. DL, who is it?
Samaje Perine.
Yes, and the reason why we're recommending him is because Joe Mixon was dealing with concussion. Mm-hmm. So if Joe Mixon was, let's say inactive this week, Samaje Perine would be a great guy to start.
What was it last year? Didn't he get like 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, he did in one
crazy?
Game. He looked pretty good last game. So when Mixon went down, he looked solid. Perine, he's a solid running back. He's not super fast, not super shift, nothing like that. He just gets the job done. Kind of reminds me. He's just a guy. I like that. He is. So we'll kind of see what happens there. How do you feel about Perine?
I agree. I think he's just the guy, but I mean, he does get those boosts. He can get the job done, and I think he can score you a couple touchdowns.
What did he have last week?
3
touchdowns.
3 receiving touchdowns.
Wow. 3 receiving touchdowns.
He's kind of like Delaney Walker in a lot of ways.
Ooh, I like that.
bigger back, kind of bowls through everybody, but he can catch the ball really well out of the backfield. So.
And honestly, PPR, forget about it. This is your dude. I would say out of all these running backs, I would definitely prioritize Isaiah Pacheco for sure.
Yep. I would too, yeah. Of the running backs recommending, yeah.
I would go him, and then I would go P. Ryan. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow. I mean, just for the immediate, week. If you're... I need him this week. Okay. Yep. That makes sense. All right, we'll jump over to wide receiver. The first receiver we are recommending is Treylon Burks. He's 21% rostered. So the reason why we're recommending him is, did you see him on Thursday, DL?
No, I didn't. I did not watch that game.
He had 7 catches for 111 yards on 8 targets.
Dang.
I don't see any reason why he's not just as talented as any other receiver in this past draft.
We've been talking about him for a while. I think all year.
Weeks.
Even drafting.
Yeah, we did.
Draft this guy. And I think he's going to... I think next year is going to be his breakout year, but
he's showing you flashes right now.
111 yards on 8 targets.
And let's say you could just pick him up and add him to the flex. That's
there you go.
A week winning kind of ad. So real big fan of Treylon Burks. I would tell people to go out and get him. He should not be 21% rostered. That is criminal. The next wide receiver we're going to recommend is Donovan Peoples-Jones. And if my brother is watching this, you're welcome. Donovan Peoples-Jones had quietly 6 straight games of 50-plus receiving yards.
Told you last week he's got
7.
He's got a good rapport with Brisket.
Yeah, Brisket. He has 7 straight games for at least 50-plus yards now. Yep. Last week he had 61 yards and a touchdown for a season-high 17 fantasy points.
I mean, honestly, that's why I was a little bit nervous to start Amari Cooper, just because they were just gelling.
Yeah, Coop looked good last week, though. Looked real good. He looked real good.
What's really good about this is that this is all ramping up to the guy that we're going to recommend at quarterback when he comes back. These guys are getting hot at the right moment.
This is true.
This could really be interesting for the Browns.
Yeah, good point. I like that.
Real good tidbit here.
Teaser, little sizzle.
Donovan Peoples-Jones has not had fewer than 11 fantasy points.
Wow.
Since week 5.
Holy cow, that is, you talk about flex player.
Yeah, you want
that's
consistency.
Your boy right there.
That's it right there.
Shit, set it and forget it.
Yeah. All right, DL. Next receiver, we're going to recommend the final one. He is less than 1% roster, DL. Who is it?
Demarcus Robinson.
Ooh, why?
Basically, in 2 of the Ravens' last 3 games, Robinson has racked up 8+ targets, which we've talked about before.
Oh, yeah.
That's your magic number. 6+ catches, 60 yards, 60+ receiving yards. All in the absence of Rashad Bateman, because obviously he's out for the season. Sunday was the next level breakout for the 28-year-old, and he had 9 receptions and carry, which was a career high, and 128 yards receiving, second most in his career. Robinson topped 20 fantasy points without even scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, in a PPR league, DL, this guy is getting all the work. Oh. He's getting tons of work, and as long as Lamar keeps believing in him, I think he's going to continue to feast.
So why deep league, Ad?
Because I just think that in a PPR, because there's going to be weeks where he doesn't get 100 or 60, 70 receiving yards, but he'll still catch. Yeah, he'll still catch the ball 6 times.
Okay.
And that's in a full PPR, that's 6 points right there, easy money. Okay. So I think he's a solid ad. I don't know how I feel about starting him because he's going to have weeks where he doesn't do much and just catches 5 balls for 40 yards, and that's not much.
So I'm going to go on a limb and say probably the top waiver that we're recommending for wide receiver would be Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I would say...
Or Treylon Burke. Which one?
That's a good question. Probably Donovan Peoples-Jones because listen, Burks has the higher upside, but the more consistent guy is DPJ. So
DPJ. Hey, that's from...
What?
Oh my gosh! What's that 80s show? That 80s show, it flashes back to.
I was born in 89.
Wow!
I can't help you.
Flashes back to the 80s.
83.
What'd you say?
Flashes back to the 80s.
Oh, you're talking about guy from How I Met Your Mother. You're talking about Doogie Howser. Is that what you're talking about? That guy?
No. It's a sitcom. It's got the lady from Reno 911 as the mom. It's got...
the Goldbergs?
Yeah, the Goldbergs.
Yeah, okay.
DPJ. You ever watch the Goldbergs?
This is DP.
Yeah, obviously you did. Did you watch the Goldbergs?
Yeah, I have. I know what you're talking about.
DPJ? You know what I'm talking about?
Took me a while to click for it. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
DPJ.
Yes.
DPJ. We should get a cut of that.
We can do that.
Yeah,
I
like that.
If he
Maybe
can
cut
listen,
this,
he keeps playing this way for our team. I will do whatever he wants.
Ooh, our team.
Whoa.
I picked him up.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Where's the we? Where's the R? Where's the
David?
Oh,
It's our team.
Dave's still. Oh, I didn't know.
All right, let's jump over to tight end.
Cold.
This is a tight end that I have been recommending for a while, and I picked him up last week and started him in a bunch of leagues.
Did he do well?
He did well.
Awesome.
Juwan Johnson is 14% rostered. There aren't a ton of guys to add at the tight end position.
Never is.
There really isn't. I'm only recommending one this week, DL. And, at this point in the season, it's kind of murky. But Juwan Johnson is one of the tight ends we are recommending. He scored another touchdown this past weekend. You ever listen to that podcast this past weekend?
No.
Shout out to Theo Vaughn. His 59 fantasy points since week 6.
That's total?
59 since week 6.
Wow.
Is good for the third most among all tight ends.
Okay. Now, is he matchup proof? Or is he like a streamer?
Listen, if you only have Juwan Johnson and a bunch of guys, then you're running with Juwan Johnson.
Proof.
That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but if you got better, tight ends, then go with them. Like guys like Kelsey, guys like Andrews, guys like that. That's basically the guys.
Not Waller.
Yeah, not
Waller.
Yeah.
I dropped him so hard, and everybody said I was crazy for that. So
no, I mean I think I had him last year, and he had the injury bug too.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep him on the field, man.
I'm going to just rock with Dulcich and Ingram at this point.
Dulcich?
Yeah. Yep. See what they do.
Oh, here we go. All right, let's jump over to QBs. Who are you recommending?
I threw him back up here again just as a reminder. Deshaun Watson. He's 43% rostered. So it's going to go up immensely. We're kind of talking about this already. It seems like the wide receivers are starting to heat up with Amari Cooper, DPJ, Donovan Peoples-Jones. They got a crazy, awesome backfield. So I think depending, now we haven't seen Deshaun play in 2 years.
It's going to be 2 years. I actually, I don't want to interrupt you. Sorry, man. Because I have his numbers and everything. I'm just sorry. No, go, please.
No. Go ahead, Andrew.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I might as well just go back there. You can come up here. How about that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Because I have his stats. So for the remainder of the year from Fantasy Pros, by the way, this is fantasypros.com. They are projecting him right now 98 completions, 146 attempts, just over 1,100 passing yards. I'm rounding up on all of these, by the way, but you can see the stats underneath. 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 26 carries, 138 rushing yards, about a touchdown and a half, so about 2 touchdowns, I would say. So they're projecting 94.3 fantasy points. For the remainder of the season, when he comes back, he's playing Houston. He's at Houston. Then they have the Bengals the week after, Week 14. It's at Cincinnati. Week 15 is versus Baltimore. Week 16 is versus New Orleans. Week 17 is at Washington, and Week 18 is at Pittsburgh. So that's a schedule.
For sure. No, and that's taking the words out of my mouth. Yeah, that's exactly why I would recommend him. No, don't be sorry about it. I mean, it's better to back it up with numbers than just me being up here and just yelling names and stuff. But yeah, I mean, honestly,
I feel bad now. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I have that effect. I'm good at making people feel bad.
And good too.
And too good, yes.
Anyways, so my whole point of this is if you get past him being a complete creep, asshole, douchebag, he's worth a start. Honestly, he is talented in football, and hopefully he's going through some counseling or whatever. I'm not even going to comment too much on that. But yeah, this is definitely somebody, if you're struggling at quarterback or if you lost a quarterback.
Me.
You or maybe Justin Fields. Maybe this would be a good sneaky stash because you don't know how long. I don't think Justin Fields is going to be out for that long, but this might be a guy to put in. He might be out for 2 weeks. Here you go.
So I do want to also say the trade deadline in fantasy football for the most part is or next week. It depends on the league.
Sure.
In one of my leagues, in most of my leagues, it's November 30th. So next week, Wednesday. So if you do have Deshaun Watson on your team, let's say you already have a good quarterback, trade Watson. See what you can get for him. Shop him. Shop all the guys who you're not starting. Shop them. This is your chance. Because once the trade deadline hits, that's it.
You're done.
You're only adding people from waivers. That's it.
Literally, I did draft him in my deep league. Because here's the thing. In my deep league, it's a weird hybrid. Because it's also a keeper league. And you can keep one vet, one rookie. It's kind of weird like that. But it's fun. So I literally drafted him just so I could keep him for next year. Honestly. But
see if you could trade him.
Maybe somebody
drinks the Kool-Aid.
My uncle said we're done with trades. So.
Okay. Well,
you definitely might be able to get something for him.
Could.
I mean, you could get a pair of receivers, a running back, something.
Oh, for sure. Especially okay. Anyways,
Somebody's desperate out there.
we can get those wheels turning. That's all I gotta say. The next quarterback that I'm gonna recommend, or that we're gonna recommend, is Davis Mills.
Ooh.
Right? He's 0.7% rostered.
Yeah, tell me why.
Basically, I mean, he's only really had one startable fantasy game all season against the Raiders. Weird. Didn't Russell Wilson have a good game against? Yeah. And the reason why is because the Raiders ranked 31 against fantasy quarterbacks, a.k.a. they allow the second most points to that position. Week 12, he gets the Dolphins, who rank 30th. So, they've actually allowed 21.7 points per game, depending on your formatting, to Jared Goff and Jacoby Brissett. So why not Davis Mills? As I look at it, it's a desperate, there's nobody on there.
If you absolutely have to.
This is like your only option. Him and Carson Wentz, I would go Davis Mills.
I'd be curious to see how he does next week when we do the show. Oh, let's remember this rec and then go from there.
Okay.
See how he did. I believe in it. It's interesting. All right, the next guy we're going to recommend is Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
37% rostered. Jones is extremely inconsistent.
Yep.
And he draws the Lions this week.
Yep.
Well, it's a defense that is not very good. They're one of the worst ranked defenses in the NFL. Daniel Jones has been really good this year. I've had him on a ton of teams, and he's not my number one, but I've had to, spot start him, and he's been, it's because what he does with his legs.
I was gonna say
that's really what it is.
There's your what is it the word? There's the value.
Yeah, that is the value. The Lions have allowed more than 40 rushing yards per game and 4 touchdowns on the ground to opposing quarterbacks. One of them was Justin Fields.
I still don't get I don't understand why the Bears didn't win. Anyways, moving on.
You won't care when we go to the draft. You won't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, what if we went to the draft this year?
Where's the draft?
I don't know. Crack research staff, can you let us know where the NFL draft is this year?
I think it's in Dallas, but I'll double check it for you real quick.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I've never been to Dallas.
I've never been to a draft.
Really? Even when it was in Chicago?
I didn't go, dude.
Dude, it was
I promised I
awesome.
would go, and didn't go. Something happened with the ex at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, didn't
That sucks, bro.
Yeah,
I did.
sucked.
That's when we got Kevin White.
go."
I almost bought his. I almost
Ouch.
bought his jersey that weekend too.
That's such a you move.
I almost did. I was like, yeah, we got our wide receiver.
Anything with the Taylor Heineke stuff?
Dude, I don't know. The people over in Santa have been telling me.
Interesting. All right. Well, speaking of,
You guys are
Let's
going to
take a
like
look.
this, by the way, too. It's actually
Indianapolis.
Kansas City.
Dude, I would love.
Let's go.
We could drive.
Kansas City's awesome.
We could
Kansas
drive.
City's not that
That's not
far.
that far of a drive.
It's not. No, I did it. I actually went to Kansas City for a Bears game, like when they had Cutler, and they won. They were like losing, and Cuddy came back in the end. It was awesome. Guess you had to be there.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick. How long is this trip gonna take?
It's about like 8. I'd say 8 hours.
Yeah, by
Yes.
car, it's going to be about 8 hours.
All right, I'll tell you here in a moment. Can you get
That
the?
would be
Can
worth
you get the
it.
Cherokee?
I will get a
Can you
Cherokee.
do that? Can
It's
you
not
do
in
that?
hands.
All right, let's see. And the time frame to get to this draft is about 7 hours and 30 minutes.
That's not bad.
Let's
Sounds
do
about
that,
right.
dude. Can we just do fake football guys draft day?
And then we could do it live.
Dude,
like,
that would be sick.
that
The
would be
before
awesome.
picture when we're all happy, and then the 7.5 hours we're like, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, and we're all trashed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that
5
would
o'clock
be kinda
shadows
fun.
and
It would be
everything.
pretty fun. What day does it fall on? A Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's the
This place,
11th.
I
wanna
gotta
say.
confirm that I got it. Like what?
It is Thursday, April 27th.
Okay, there you go.
Let's do it, dude. We could take Friday off.
Okay. Hey.
We do Airbnb,
Ooh.
leave on a Wednesday, get
Ooh.
there for the draft on Thursday,
Hey.
stay Friday, and come back Saturday morning.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday.
You have enough
All right.
equity to spend there with your beloved there, Dustin?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk it over with the
Some
boss.
I was
KC
gonna
barbecue?
say.
Are you kidding me?
I love
It is
KC
boss
barbecue.
out there.
That's the best barbecue.
Have you ever been? You've been to Kansas City.
I
right?
do like St.
Ever?
Louis barbecue too, though. It's pretty good.
Dude, in April. It's in April, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we could go to a Royals game. What if they play the White Sox?
What if they have a rib fest?
That would be awesome too. And it's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm in Kansas. It's
Probably
not
wanna
gonna
go
be
to
like
the Rib
April
Fest more than the
Chicagoland
Sox
weather.
game.
It's going to be warm like an actual spring. It gets up to 60, 70 degrees.
All right, I just forgot we were doing a show. I was just too excited.
Taylor Heineke update. The flight for our jerseys, the flight did depart.
Okay, so we have Taylor Heineke jerseys coming in.
And once I confirm the actual order, like there's a button on this where I have to confirm that I got it. I get 3 of these like DH coins or whatever.
You get crypto?
So
is that what it is? It's crypto?
I don't know. I just want my Heineke jersey. Why? Because we're recommending him this week.
Dude, we're the biggest fans of his. We just bought jerseys of his.
We did.
And head coach Ron Rivera came out and said that Taylor Heineke is the starting quarterback of that team.
Yeah.
When they asked him why, he said because he wins.
He does. And he's 14% roster. Yes, phony homies, he is back, and he's got a pretty juicy matchup against the Atlanta Falcons, which give the 8th most points to QBs.
Ooh.
So I would put him like a low-end QB1, but there's much upside.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too, because I don't want you guys to think
He's
like,
a top 10 QB this week. I think he's at number 10 or 11 probably.
I don't want this to be a trap game because I thought the Bears were gonna like just roll Atlanta.
Sure.
So I'm gonna put him like right in there. But I would grab him out of all of these guys. I'd probably go Daniel Jones, Taylor, and then the other guys.
I gotta say, when you guys get your jerseys, you gotta wear the Heineke jerseys while drinking Heineke.
Ooh.
Or Heineken, sorry.
I'm not opposed.
I'm down.
Just
I'm just saying,
campus.
We were gonna like surprise everyone, but China's taking their sweet time.
Yeah, dude, the season might be fucking over by the time we get that shit.
And then what are we gonna do? Wear them? Like,
just around campus.
Cool.
You better hope it says Heineke on there too, and it doesn't say like Hinkle or something like that.
Hinkle.
They look dope though. I gotta say, I got some dope. Anyways, moving on.
Let's jump over to DSTs. Who are we recommending for defense? DL.
Steelers, baby.
Okay, well, why?
Steelers, right? Because they got a mouth-watering game in Week 12 against the Colts, and they have T.J. Watt back and draw the Colts on Monday night with Matt Ryan. I think he's gonna throw a pick or lose a fumble, or take 4 sacks in the games or something. I think the defense is gonna be awesome this week. On the flip side, I would also recommend the Colts defense.
Ooh, you are our defense whisperer, so why are we recommending them?
Just because it's Monday Night Football. They're going against, I don't think that really matters, but they're going against Kenny Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been better of late, but that's not much saying. This one figures to be one of the lowest scoring games of the week. And yeah, I'd be happy to take either one of those teams. Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Hamilton will be performing in Kansas City the weekend that we're going to be there.
Hamilton,
I would love to see Hamilton.
I've never seen it either.
I would love to. You know what it is, right?
Dude. Yeah, no, Hamilton. Man, what?
No, I mean, like, it's like they're like rapping and
You
stuff.
uncultured swine.
Fucker, I know Hamilton.
Cool. I mean,
I am.
You made a face when I first
I'm worldly.
asked you.
I'm worldly.
You're cultured?
Man.
You're cultured?
He's cultured.
I'm cultured.
I read books.
Yeah. That's right. I do read books.
How do you say Okwebunum? How do you say
Anyways, we're going to move on to our studs and duds.
All right, who's your stud this week, DL?
All right. Oh, my God. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Elephant in the room is this. For 2 weeks now. For 2 weeks now, my studs and duds have been flip-flop.
Yeah.
Right? Last week, I said that Kadarius Toney was going to be a stud. And like most people, I could not resist starting him. However, he exited the game in the second quarter with a quad injury. So, yeah, he only had 1 target. So he really wasn't a stud. He was a dud. So, this week's stud, I'm going to go with Darius Slayton.
Ooh.
And the main reason why is because last week he had 10 targets, 5 receptions for 86 yards. With Giants wide receiver like core being so depleted, I feel like his production is really going to go up even more because he's pretty much the only target there.
I like it, but now I know not to start Darius Slayton.
Exactly.
So, all right, who is your dud?
Don't start him. Just watch it go off on the
Do the
bench.
opposite of whatever Dustin says, apparently.
Yeah.
My dud last week was Amari Cooper.
Okay.
And, with all fairness, his numbers when he's on the road were dismal.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. So I wasn't off by that much. However, I was way off last week because this guy, and I started him. Sorry, phony homies. But yeah, he got 12 targets, 8 receptions, 113 yards, and 2 TDs. So I'm sure y'all were cussing my name out if you actually listened to me. But once again, maybe start my duds and sit my duds and sit my studs. That's confusing. Anyways, the dud for me this week, it's not really a shocker, but DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
After week 1, which was a great week for Swift, his production has just been bad. Now, granted, he's been injured. He's been dealing with that. But week after week, he puts together, he's in practice, he's full participant, but they're still just kind of, they got him on like almost like a count, like a touch count, I feel like.
Okay.
So he's either boom or bust. And I think one of these times you're going to have him in your lineup if you haven't already, and he's going to bust on you. And then to add on that, what's so funny?
Nothing, bro. It's going to bust on you?
Yeah, bust on your face.
Okay. Jesus.
And then this week.
We're a family show.
We are a family show.
What?
Dude, my laptop
fucking
is about
asshole.
to turn off, bro.
Stop interrupting me, you jerk. Anyways, I was gonna say, and they're going up against the Bills' defense, which is a pretty stout D. They're kind of middle of the road when it comes to running defense, but it's gonna be an uphill battle for Lions. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. So once again, sit my stud and start my dud.
Okay. I like that. Let me postpone this restart.
Hurry up, because
It's about to
your
restart.
computer.
All right, cool. So my stud last week was Amon-Ra St. Brown versus the Giants, and I was
How
wrong.
do you do?
He only scored 7 points.
See, I'm not the only one.
Yeah. In PPR, he scored more, but he only
Yeah.
scored 7 points in standard leagues. This week's stud for me is Jeff Wilson Jr. And the reason is he plays the Houston Texans this week.
Be careful.
I could see him do well. Why? Because you got burned?
Because everyone, they're like, oh, because Houston's running defense is atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
But I got burned, so you're gonna get burned too.
All right, we'll see. My dud last week was Alvin Kamara versus the Rams. Was I right?
You're right.
It's all right. I scored 8 points.
Right.
Yeah. This week's dud, my boy Cordero Patterson. The reason is because he plays the Commanders.
Oh.
And that is a very stout
Chase
run
Young is coming back,
defense.
too.
That's right.
Yup. Good call.
So we'll see what happens there. It's going to be interesting to see.
It is.
Dale, you got anything else for us?
No, not really, man.
Andrew, you got anything else for us?
Well, I guess if I'm gonna pick a stud and a dud real quick for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Antonio Gibson's gonna keep riding this hot streak he's on right now.
Okay.
He's looking really good. I think he's fitting what they're doing offensively. If I'm gonna pick a dud, I'm gonna probably go with whoever the receivers are for the Jets. Because I got bad vibes now after that whole Zach Wilson thing. I'm getting distinctive vibes that maybe this isn't gonna go as well as we thought. But I'll wait to see as well, because if Joe Flacco's playing, we know he can sling it, and we know he's willing to throw it.
I think when the coach said he didn't name him as QB1 or the starting quarterback, that's a huge indication. I think it's Flacco time. Because the Jets were like doing really well under Flacco.
Yeah.
Like Garrett Wilson was like the guy. Like he was awesome. I had him on the team and I lost him. I was like, oh, someone picked him up. That was you, obviously. But I think they put him back in. You're gonna see Wilson shoot up. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wilson shoot up. You'll see, Elijah Moore. You'll see some other guys.
I would too, because his attitude sucks ass. Like he's not a leader. He's like a little bratty. Like he's a brat.
Yeah.
Honestly,
From
who fucks your mom.
last I saw, the numbers I guess went up on some of the receivers for the Jets. From what I saw from Yahoo and all the other outings out there. So there may be an indication that maybe Joe is going to be the guy. I'm just saying, like the number shot up from like he was. I think I saw Garrett Wilson was at like just under 10 points or something. He went up to like almost 12 points now. So it's like a 2-point bump. So that might be Joe Flacco's time then.
Mm-hmm.
Flacco is the man.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's it for today's episode, Phony Homies. Remember, as always, to shoot us your start and sit questions. You can send us those to our Twitter account. DL,
Yes, you can.
Where can they send them?
At tweet FFG.
And remember, if you do have start sit questions, use the hashtag.
Ask us
Because we
FFG.
really want to get that trending. We want people to know that they can ask us if they have a question.
We want people to know that we're in the know.
Yeah, we are in the know.
We're in the know.
We are, dude. We're doing well. We're doing really, really
Shy.
well. Yeah.
Chicago. We in the know.
Christ, we in the know. No, but that aside, for Andrew, our executive producer, for our sound engineer, David Dexter,
Wait. You can also email your questions at askusffg@gmail.com or leave a voicemail for JC and his number at area code 708-655-4508.
My trash computer just decided to just crap
Well,
out on me.
because you
Just
don't
crap
ever.
out.
Did
No,
you
I didn't do
update it?
anything. There's no updates for this thing. It's like 8 years old. What are you going to update to?
You're like my wife was like, did you update it? No, I didn't update shit.
No, there is no update for this thing.
You said you had to update it. You kept like delaying it.
It might be time, man. It might be time.
It is.
Yeah, man. Just get a Chromebook. They're cheap. They look good. Like, look, this is
It
nice.
does look good. It
It's
does look
nice.
good.
You know,
It
you
is
can
nice.
get black too. You don't have to go white. You know.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
There's
Explain
other-
yourself, Dustin. What
Yeah.
do you mean by
There's
it?
other colors.
Oh, okay. I don't see color, I thought.
Well, no. My whole thing is Okay. Here's the story behind it. Is that for the white, you know, I'm not a big like white computer dude because they always get dirty.
Ah.
So I'm more of a black guy myself.
How about because you couldn't take it to the meetings that you go to?
What meaning?
All right, well, that's it for today's episode. For the executive producer, Andrew Valentine, for our sound engineer, David W. Dykstra, for my co-host,
What did that
Dustin
mean?
D.L. Lingaman. My name's Giancarlo Campos. We'll catch you guys on another fantastic episode of the Fake Football Guys Show. Peace.